In this video, we're going to talk about how to do a mass upload using the Excel template provided in the system. So the first thing that you have to do is to log into your administrator account. Once you're within the portal, just go to Database, Occupants, click on these three dots, and click on Download Template. Once the file has been downloaded, just open it up so you can start filling up the template. Okay. So this is what you'll see once you open the Excel file. These columns with the light red fill, these are the required items. You have to fill them up before you can load this file into the system. Everything else, you can fill them up as you get the data from your unit owners or tenants. So we'll go through each column one by one. For unit building, unit floor, and unit number, there are no restrictions as to what you can input in these columns. They accept alphanumeric characters. So in unit building, you can type tower 1. Floor, you can do 5th. And for unit number, you can write 501A. Unit type, there are no restrictions as well. So you can just type whatever unit types you have in your building or your property. So for example, you have studio. In the unit size, the system accepts decimal points. For example, if there's 0.50 square meters in the unit size or in the area of your unit, then you can also input that here. So, now the status is the tricky part. This column is case sensitive. So what you can do is hover over this um, cell, cell F1, and you will see this guide. So there's a guide here, unsold for unsold units, sold for sold units. If that unit has been sold and has a tenant or has been leased out, then you can write sold underscore tenant and etc. This column is case sensitive, so everything that is inputted in this column should be in lowercase letters. So let's do that. So tenant. Okay. And then owner first name. Um, just a note here, if the unit owner is a company, what you can do is input the company name here. So for example, Group ABC. Okay. And then in the last name, you can write Inc. or Corp or whatever is being used by the company. And then for the contact person, you can input the name of the company representative here. So for example, James Doe. Okay. Next, owner email. Input the email address that will be used by the unit owner to access the site. So this is going to be their username for the website or for the portal. So Jamedo at test.co. Owner number, just input the mobile, or if you don't have that data yet, you can just leave it blank at the moment. Owner address, just input or type the address of the owner or the company. Okay. And then since we indicated that this particular unit has a tenant, we have to fill up this part as well. So for example, for the tenant, let's say John Doe, and then input the email address that John is going to use to log into the system. John Doe at test. So, and then if you have these details, then you can input them as well. Now, moving on to this part of the template, you can add recurring bill items. So for example, if some of the units have recurring parking as part of their monthly billing statements, then you can add parking here and then just input the amount and it will show up in the system as well. If there are others, then you can just edit these parts as well. Um, Special assessment. And if you have no other items, then you can just leave it at that. Okay. So I've prepared a sample file that we can use to upload into the system so that you can see how it works. So once you have your file ready, just click on mass upload and then pick your file, click open, and then just wait for 5 to 15 minutes um, the data is before the data appears in the system. Okay. Once the mass upload is complete, you will receive a notification here. So let's wait for that. Um, and you'll just explore the site while waiting. Okay, so you'll see that some of the units are here already. So lieutenant, and there you have it. Um, that is how we do a mass upload.